Salutations to the root of your own consciousness. That's one interpretation of the mantra that I want to talk about today. Now, please, if you have anything to say, some feedback for me, positive praise, constructive criticism, send me an email. Email kurt@beautifulpodcast.com. Let's begin.
This is a beautiful thought.
Welcome, beautiful thinkers, truth seekers, mind illuminators, strange ones, strange people, and new friends. It was kind of funny. The other day, walking in Mercado Cuatro here in Asunción, Paraguay, I went to find some coca leaves. And it's kind of weird to think about millions of people in Peru, Bolivia, and through the Andes every day wake up a little bit by sticking some natural cocaine in the mouth, chewing it a bit, and applying some alkaline solution, some baking soda or this other stuff, ash, they call it lejía or something like that, to make it a little tastier, and picks them up, gives them a boost of oxygen in their blood to help them deal with the altitude sickness that you get living on a mountain range. It's also full of nutrients and about 5 types of vitamins and other things. Probably better for you than coffee. Hopefully one day it'll be legal in most of the world. I want to talk to you about one of the oldest mantras in the world, recorded in the Vedas, or the oldest known mantras, I should say. Aum Namah Shivaya. You can kind of hear the poetry, the softness, the mellifluousness coming through those words. We break it down a little bit, of course. I think everybody knows Aum, the primordial sound, the sound of the universe. It's sort of magical formula, they say, that contains in the 3 sounds, A, U, the creation, the sustenance, and the destruction of the universe. And then this mantra serves as a kind of preamble to just say, hey, here's something cool, or hey, everything is complete. On with the show. Namah Shivaya. Namah, it means I bow or I salute, salutations. Shiva, of course, is the god Shiva. Some people know Shiva representing death. Shiva also represents consciousness. And to our brothers and sisters in the Siddha Yoga school, they recognize Shiva as the most powerful deity because he represents consciousness himself. Ya, the final part of the mantra, grammatically is just to indicate that the bowing, the salutations, is towards Shiva. So, what does this mean? I asked my friend Bob. Bob's been involved in the Siddha Yoga school for many years. When I heard him chanting this mantra, he would fill up his backyard shed with these powerful vibes and invite me to sit there with him and chant for 40 minutes, filling the room with positive energy. You could feel a little buzzing after we were done. I said, Bob, what does this mantra mean? He said, it means I bow down to the God within. Or I bow down to divinity within. So as I said, Shiva represents consciousness. Of course, each one of us has consciousness within us. Chanting this mantra the other day, I started to realize the truth or the depth of this, if you imagine every time you say Aum Namah Shivaya, you're actually saluting, noticing, recognizing, acknowledging, praising that beautiful, most powerful, most still part of yourself. A lot of people in Western culture think of God as all-powerful, all-knowing, all-seeing, which is kind of funny. It is I guess we could say it's a cultural symptom. Of course, our great teacher, St. Thomas Aquinas, told us that God is that thing that is beyond matter, beyond motion. It's kind of funny to think of something as all-powerful when it's just all still. What would happen if you recognized that most still part of yourself? Aum Namah Shivaya. That stillness that's within you, and you never need to struggle to find. It's always there. It's always got your back. What would it feel like to the rest of your being to send salutations to the purest part of you? Aum Namah Shivaya. In my experience, it feels pretty good. And sometimes when chanting this mantra on the in-breath, I'll say Aum Namah Shivaya and think praise to the God that is within me. And on the out-breath, Aum Namah Shivaya and think praise to the consciousness that is without me. All comes together in the end. Now I should tell you, well, I was going to mention a disclaimer at the start. I don't claim to be a yogi. I don't claim to be a guru. Just sharing my opinion and my experience with this wonderful mantra. In the tradition of yoga, the Vedic tradition, people will take like a rosary or a prayer bead and they'll count out 108 or 109 chants of Aum Namah Shivaya every day to remember that sacred, still part of themselves. Thank you for listening. Thank you for praising that subtle part of yourself. Thank you for being at peace. I'll talk to you soon. Have a great day.
A beautiful thought.
Thank you. Now, I'll just ask a quick little favor. If you're on Apple Podcasts or Apple iTunes, you listen to the podcast using those platforms, then it would be fantastic if you could offer a little review on the podcast. It just makes it a little more visible so people can enjoy the same wonderful experience that I hope you're having with the podcast. Thank you so much and have a wonderful day.